People are under the impression that money would solve their problems. It absolutely would not. It will probably exaggerate them, to be honest with you. What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Making a couple late night runs or late evening runs before it gets dark, because you know nothing happens good after dark. I've been focused and working so hard this weekend that I haven't had my guy come through and do my beard. I haven't had a haircut as far as getting a nice shave. I haven't done anything. I've really just holed myself up inside of my place and been working. I've been working on deals, working on collabs, working on different things that people don't see behind the scenes that make everything go and everything tick, from the businesses that you own all the way to the content that you put out. So many things has to happen every day to make sure that that stuff goes out. And it does. It gets done and it goes out regardless. And the interesting thing about people is that nobody cares about what your problems are. The only thing they care about is whether or not you're putting out that content or you delivering the products that you say you're going to deliver. So it's pretty interesting. Always being a business owner and being a person that's responsible for the things that happen is weird, because everybody say that they want to make money and they want to be a business owner and they want to be responsible and they want to be a boss, but they don't really know what comes with that. I have no clue. And so they think that being a boss is driving the big cars, and it does sometimes. And being a boss is telling people what to do, and sometimes it do. But being a boss is more or less inspiring people. It's leading from the front. I've never seen a boss that wasn't on the battlefield. I've never seen a king that didn't first become a great follower or was, a legend when it came to his ability to be able to lead effectively on the battlefield. A king goes out there with his men. A king inspires. And so that's what a boss is. And in order to be a boss, you got to be a great follower. You got to learn all of the things that it takes. You got to almost be an admirer. I think that people that work at companies that work their way up and get promoted from all the way up to the way up are the best ones, because they truly understand every single aspect of the business and why it's necessary to do certain things in order for it to run effectively. And I love those type of people. I like hiring people. I like rocking with people. I like doing business with people, with those that came from the bottom, because I know that they understand what it takes in order to be successful, and they won't be snaking their way through life and doing the wrong things in order to get to that level. But let me take a step back and have a conversation, because money isn't real. It isn't real. It's a figment of our imagination. It's a tool that we use in order to keep ourselves from killing each other so that we can feed ourselves. And largely, money used to be like a reflection of what we have in our reserves. And so it was backed by something, but now money is being printed so easily that it's not even worth the paper that it's printed on. And people have so much affinity for and love for money. And you may even think that, Anton, you talk about money all the time. Right, because I'm trying to empower you to be the best version of yourself by getting some, and then you have the power to be able to determine what happens in your life, because it's a tool. It's not the thing that you should love, it's the thing that you should utilize so you can be successful. And most people don't get that. Most people don't understand that. Most people can't fathom the idea behind why money makes sense, considering that they can just print more. And if you think that they can just print more, go and look at Venezuela and look at inflation over there. Printing more money and putting it into circulation just breeds higher and higher inflation. And it shows a lack of understanding of how money works. But most people think that money is the tool, and that's the thing that's going to get them out of poverty. It's going to get them to their dreams. It's going to get them to wherever it is that they need to go, and it's a lie. Your mentality, your understanding of how things work is what's going to get you there. The money is just extra. The money comes with it. It's almost like women, right? If you work on being the best version of yourself, and you work on leveling up, and you work on being great, and you're not even paying attention to the women, you can get to the women. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna come, and then by that time you ain't even tripping. You just like, it's just a thing. And it's similar to money, right? I can monetize literally anything. And a lot of times when I'm on these coaching calls with people, and I give them the game, and it depends on what we're talking about. Sometimes we're talking about relationships, sometimes we're talking about their careers, sometimes we're talking about business, sometimes we're talking about money. and I'm giving them game and I'm teaching them things, and I'll tell them, I say, hey, give me this and give me that as far as different ideas. And I don't want to give you the details of what I'm saying in my coaching calls. You're going to have to book one. The Zoom sessions, phone calls, they're all available. And then if you need to get a foundation and align yourself with a group of people that's going in the direction that you're going in, tap into the Patreon, because we always do work up in there, and we got a Patreon exclusive Build a Business meeting live stream tomorrow, which is dope. But if you, I tell them to go ahead and think of this and let me show you how to create a business, because the federal government incentivizes people to have businesses, and you lower your tax burden by being able to invest in yourself and invest in your business. And a lot of times they always try to come up with different things, and they'll come up with things that they think can make money. And I say, nah, don't do that. Don't focus on what makes money. Focus on what you can do effectively. Look at your talents. Look at what you have a passion for sometimes. Look at, what you're already doing, and let's figure out how we can do that more effectively, because monetizing it later is easy, and most people don't get that. And so people are so obsessed with money that they'll play the lottery, they'll gamble, they'll do PPP loans, they'll do scamming, they'll do unemployment insurance fraud. And I'm telling you, man, it's a zero-sum game, and that fast money, it go fast. But that slow money, that's where it's at. And don't nobody want slow money. Nipsey said it. It just hit me. Nipsey said it. Mailbox money. Nobody wants mailbox money. They want it ASAP. And so even the investments that I'm making a day, and it just seemed like monopoly money, honestly, because it's really just moving different digits around, and you don't even really touch it. And it's like you can go and spend $10,000, $15,000, $50,000, and it don't even seem real sometimes. You're buying land, you're buying real estate, you're doing different deals. I'm even doing certain deals that would allow me to be able to hopefully build up the businesses that I have even more. Marketing things and different stuff that's going on. And it's going to cost me a lot of money. But I really believe that it will be beneficial to the business, and I'm not afraid to spend that type of money, because I'm going to write it off anyway, right? And so all I'm saying is learn how money works and learn not to love it, but learn to use it as a tool, and then you'll level up significantly as a result of it, because you won't worship it, but you'll learn how to use it more effectively, especially against other people that do worship it. I love you. I appreciate you. Hopefully you're taking this game, and hopefully you can read between the lines. If you need to, you might want to rewatch this video. But more importantly, make sure you hit a like for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, especially if you got to the end of this video. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Let's continue to do this work. Let's continue to become the best version of ourselves, because being a bag chaser, which is a Patreon member, my family, being a bag chaser has nothing to do with money. It has everything to do with becoming the best version of yourself. And then the money, the accolades, the positions, the success, all of that comes along with it. All right? Stay focused. Don't get distracted, and continue to do what you're supposed to do in order to make sure that you get what you're supposed to get. End of discussion. All right? Again, link to the Patreon is in the description, as well as pinned to the top of the chat. I hope you guys are doing awesome on this weekend. It's a lot really gloomy out here. Let me show you what it looked like out here. Super gloomy. Look like a Twilight movie. Anyways, I'm going to holler at you guys later. Peace.